Hello, good evening. Welcome. It is Dr. Erica. Guess what? We made it to hump day. So today I have something special to you because I like to hang out with y'all almost every day. So about 4 days a week. So yesterday, we talked about something a little bit different. So today I have something even different than yesterday. I realize I am talking in circles. So we'll probably have to edit all that beginning out. But you know what? It happens that way some days. Sometimes you got to do a little editing. But again, thank you so much for having me tonight. Thank you so much for choosing to spend some of your evening just with me. Not going to keep you here forever. So we're going to go ahead and get rocking. So today, the topic is 5 hacks to improve sleep. And you might be wondering, Dr. Erica, why are you talking about this? Well, I am about to tell you. So let me do this housekeeping stuff, get this stuff all out this way. So the first thing is, if you know anybody that needs this, please share. The other thing is, if you know someone that needs this, also tag. And the last thing, if you're watching it later, no worries, just put hashtag replay in the comments. I will get back to you. Thank you so much as you come in. Just let me know how you're doing. Let me know if you've ever had any problems with sleep. So I am your host, Dr. Erica, double board certified psychiatrist and integrative lifestyle coach. I am on a mission to help women feel seen, valued, and whole on their own terms. But today, it doesn't matter your gender. I'm just here to help you get through all of this with your sanity intact. I have things including I'm a best-selling author, and also I have an adult telepsychiatry practice, so that can help you keep your sanity if you need a little extra something. So let's go ahead and get to it. So you see the topic scrolling at the bottom. So what I'd like to tell you is we're talking about 5 hacks to improve sleep. You might be like, Dr. Erica, why are we talking about this? Well, patient after patient after patient comes in and they're like, Doc, I'm not sleeping, or I can't sleep, or my sleep is terrible. My sleep is horrible. Can you do something about sleep? Not sleep is driving me crazy. So it's one of the things I literally hear the most. And then if you just move out away from my patients to just people I talk to or hear about, if I'm on a webinar, there's always questions about sleep or people talking about being tired and not sleeping enough. So sleep is something high yield. And today we're going to talk about some hacks, but it was really a fancy way to get you to click. All of these hacks, they can go into something, we call it sleep hygiene. So if you want to sound really smart, tell somebody you know about sleep hygiene. Sleep hygiene is basically a fancy term to say ways to help sleep that isn't medication. So I don't have you all night, so I'm not necessarily going to talk about every single thing. So there are more tips than are in this one. So we might have to do a part 2. Let's see. Oh, Tavika's mentioning that she is sleep deprived. It is so common. I'm even a little tired sometimes because I've been working on getting up a little bit earlier to be a little bit more productive, and I'm just kind of trying to have to adjust and get used to it. So I don't keep you here too long. Let's go ahead and get to it. So for a lot of people, sleep is kind of haphazard. It's you go to bed whenever you go to bed. You kind of get there when you get there. What happens when you get there is varied. You just get in the bed. So one of the biggest things to do is to have a nighttime routine. That includes having an idea of a consistent time to go to bed. I know sometimes there are nights that you're kicking it or doing something fun. It's a little later, but have some consistency and then have a nighttime ritual. You might wonder, why have a nighttime ritual? Well, part of the reason is it's going to cue your body that it's nighttime. There's not a huge mystery why children, you have a nighttime routine for kiddos. They usually get a bath, or they shower, brush their teeth, you tuck them in, you read them a nighttime story, all that stuff, a bedtime story, and then they go to sleep. So it works the same for adults, that those nighttime rituals and routines give your body the signal and let it know, it's okay. We're about to go to sleep. Wind this down. So part of it is having a consistent time. Also, you may have multiple things in your ritual. Everyone's a little different. So it can be from showering and brushing your teeth and maybe reading or whatever you choose to do. And we're going to talk about some things as we go forward that you can actually put into your routine. All right. So let's see what we have. Oh, and Chuck mentions melatonin really helps him. Then he pops a Benadryl. I know. And I'm glad people started realizing that the sleepy stuff in NyQuil was actually Benadryl so you don't end up taking all those extra meds that you weren't even needing to go to sleep that aren't going to do anything for you. So the next thing is one of my favorites, which is in your bed, you should only sleep and do horizontal gymnastics. If you need me to break down horizontal gymnastics, feel free to put a comment. Otherwise, I think your imagination can figure out what horizontal gymnastics are. But what it is it's setting a precedent and setting a routine in your bed that this is what your bed is used for. Your bed is used for sleep and sex. It's not used for checking your email, reading random stuff, watching movies, watching TV, writing a paper. Your bed is for sleep and sex. So I said it. So now you know what horizontal gymnastics is. Sex. So it's keeping the bed for the bed. And one I didn't put in here is making your bed. So making your bed helps make your bed a more pleasant place to be. There's something about getting into a well-made bed that feels a little bit better than shoving stuff off to the side, just haphazardly hopping in it, the covers being everywhere. But I didn't have room to put make your bed on there. So the next one is, and this one comes into part of your nighttime routine, is do activities that quiet your mind. Naturally, watching TV is going to stimulate you, not just because of the blue lights, but also because it's a stimulating activity. So one of the things that most often, people always tell me the same things a lot of times when they can't sleep. Doc, I can't turn my mind off. My thoughts are racing. I'm thinking about everything that happened or everything I'm worrying about, and then I can't sleep. So quieting your mind is huge because number one is telling your mind it's time for it to shut down. It's time for it to power down. And by doing some activities to help quiet your mind, you're going to slow your mind down so that you don't have all those thoughts going a mile a minute, keeping you up. So when I talk about quiet your mind, that's where meditation, saying gratitude, affirmations, prayer, those are all things that help get you grounded and quiet your mind. So I'd say a lot of times you can kind of play and figure out which ones work for you, or if there are times where, this night I want to pray, this night I want to work on some affirmations. You can just kind of pick what works for you, but put together, those are things you can also add to your nighttime routine. The next thing is we kind of alluded to blue light, is turning your phone off or going on D&D. Part of the reason that you're turning your electronics off is the blue light. One of my super friends, Dr. Sam, mentions that she talks about blue light a lot, and so do I. But the blue light that is in your devices and your screens, it signals your body that you should be awake. And the last thing you want, something signaling your brain to be awake when you're trying to go to sleep. The other thing about all these notifications in your phone is that it's very easy to then be up anticipating, that anticipatory anxiety or just excitement that someone's going to text you, or what information is going to come through, or someone posting on Facebook and hearing the little dings and all that stuff. When you turn your phone off or it's on do not disturb, then you're not going to be thinking about, is this text coming in? Is, this guy or this girl going to shoot me a little message or call me, let me know they're thinking about me? You're not worrying about any of that stuff because it is off, so you're not going to get an alert. So part of it is to turn the blue lights off. The other is so that it doesn't keep you unnecessarily alert, waiting for something to come through. And yes, for some people, horizontal gymnastics, Tavika, will help them sleep better. So for some people, horizontal gymnastics is part of their bedtime routine. I'm not going to hate. I'll just congratulate. The next one is you want to limit your caffeine, especially late afternoon and evening caffeine, because as you know, caffeine is a stimulant. So you don't want a lot of caffeine later in the day when it can impede you sleeping. And also keep an eye out for places where caffeine hides. So everyone thinks about coffee, but also be careful. Look at your teas. That black tea and green tea, unless they are specifically labeled as decaffeinated, oftentimes have caffeine. Yerba mate has some stimulant in it. And depending on if you're drinking sodas, I'm not a big fan of soda, but if you are, but just kind of keep an eye out for sneaky caffeine. Thanks so much, Hobbs. I appreciate it. So then we're going to move on to, we have some bonuses. So the first bonus is nighttime journaling. And I'm a big fan of putting that in your nighttime routine. Let me tell you why. What is one of the biggest complaints I get about the nighttime is that all these thoughts are going round and round and round. Well, one of the things for nighttime journaling is not only does it help ground you, but it helps get out some of those thoughts so that you're not still processing them and they're not still running around in your mind. You got them out in your journal. So nighttime journaling is an accident. I'm about to say an accident. I'm so tongue-tied today. I keep getting tongue-tied. No tongue-tied. We're good now. We're back. And the next one is to minimize daytime naps, because it's logical, but it's one of those things that it's so simple that we don't think of it. That if you're sleeping during the day, your body might be fooled into thinking it doesn't need that sleep at night. So try to minimize napping. So we're going to do a quick recap. But again, I'm so happy to have you. If you feel like anybody needs this, please tag them. If you feel like anybody else needs this, please share this. Sharing is caring, and I would really appreciate it. The next thing is, if you're watching it later, no worries, but hashtag replay in the comments. We're going to do a quick recap. We're talking about 5 hacks to improve sleep, also known as sleep hygiene. So the first one is have a nighttime routine. It helps give your body a signal that it is time to wind down. The next is use your bed only for sleep and horizontal gymnastics. 6, don't be doing all kinds of other stuff in the bed. Your mind needs to know what the bed is actually for, and also make that bed while you're at it. The next is quiet your mind. Do things that are going to help ground you and settle you, like meditation, prayer, gratitude. All of these types of activities can be added into your nighttime routine. The last one is turn off your phone or put it on D&D so you're not anticipating it going off. Also, that's going to decrease the blue lights. The other thing is turn that TV off so that you don't have those blue lights telling you should be awake. Number 5 is limit caffeine. Caffeine is a stimulant, so you want to limit caffeine in general, but especially in the late afternoon and evening. Our bonuses include nighttime journaling to get those thoughts out so they're not still running around in your head while you're trying to sleep or go to sleep. The last one is minimizing daytime naps. So that's it. You got it. That's all the good stuff. It's simple, easy to do things that you can do to increase the amount and quality of your sleep. I hope that was really helpful for you. So again, I am your host, Dr. Erica, Harvard-trained, double board-certified psychiatrist and integrative lifestyle coach. I'm on a mission to help women feel seen, valued, and whole on their own terms. But today, it doesn't matter your gender. I'm here to help you get through all this craziness with your sanity intact. Part of the ways I do that is through my books. My latest book was Fix Your Fairy Tale, A Woman's Guide to a Great Life, Love, and Legacy. But also I have a telepsychiatry practice if you're feeling stressed, overwhelmed, like you just need a little bit of a mental checkup or just need a little assistance. You're not feeling like yourself. You can go ahead and check me out. You can go to AskDrGoodwin.com. It's scrolling across the bottom. AskDrGoodwin.com. You can get more information, and you can even sign up for a 15-minute complimentary. I can't talk today. I've been tongue-tied the whole time. But for a 15-minute complimentary consultation. There, I said it. I'm going to get it together today. Thanks for hanging in there with me and all of my tongue-tiedness. I'm focusing on Georgia, Missouri, Tennessee, Massachusetts, Texas, and California. But if you're somewhere else, still give me a holler. We might be able to work something out. So that's what I got for you. Please make sure you call at least one person and let them know you love them. You know that's your homework. You know that's your prescription. You deserve someone to tell you you love them. And you also, that gives you a chance to share and connect. So I encourage that every day. So I'll keep reminding you. So that's what I got for you tonight. The next announcement is I am going to say uncle and admit it. I've been adjusting my schedule, working on some stuff. I have some big things coming on. So I'm going to take a mental health evening tomorrow. I can't say mental health day because I still have to work and do some things. But I'm going to take a mental health evening. So I'm going to take tomorrow night off from live streaming so that you can get the non-tongue-tied version of me. How does that sound? So let's do it. So I will see you back on this channel on Monday. I can't wait to see you. Feel free to comment. Let me know you were here. I can't wait to hear from you. And thanks again. And please take care of yourself. Good night.